On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what are going? A blessed and wonderful Saturday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So for those who traverse into church in the morning here, please remember On The Spot News Media is loyal viewers and subscribers, and also members of the diaspora wherever you are in the world. Remember them, remember us in your immediate prayers. And for those who traversing to the market district, forget your little pepper, your little onion, scallion and thyme, and your little market produces for put on the pot of soup in the evening, yeah? And also the Sunday dinner tomorrow, because you don't know say tomorrow what red rice and rooster day same way. Yeah man, me I tell you, safe travel pan the gravel same way, and look out on the corner yeah, because the old dirty corner boys them out there are lurks. So in the morning yeah, we are going to traverse the street of the troubled, crime-riddled Kingston Western Police Division. We all know what is taking place in the Maxfield Avenue space, where an ongoing protest of the loss of life of a resident from that era. The police are saying that it was a knockings and clappings, shootout business going on between them and the dirty corner boy. And residents are refuting the claim, saying that he was not a corner boy, but an innocent resident, a businessman, a well-beloved person of the community. So On The Spot News Media is here to try to clear up whatever ambiguity is there surrounding that loss of life in the morning here. But before we get into that, we are going to talk about some other incidents that took place in the same Kingston Western Police Division. So the first thing that we are going to talk about before we get into that is charges has been laid on this old coot up on your screen right now. This old dirty corner boy, I mean I tell you. So for those who remember a blog that I did about an incident committed on the 2nd of February 2022, the intersection of Benbow Street and Nelson Street, approximately 9:35 p.m., where the deceased Joseph Taylor, what them call Gregor or Dutchman, and also 49-year-old Robert McCrae, otherwise known as Bull, from outer the 10 miles area they saw of Golden Spring in a St. Catherine. The two of them, they right there so and get dash way. Yeah man, me I tell you, courtesy of the old dirty corner boy what them call Akeem Pinnock, otherwise known as Daniel, 22 years old, a so-called vendor of 7 Beckford Street in Kingston. Yeah man, him and another second what them call Benito Brian, otherwise called Nickel, 24 years old, also of 7 Beckford Street in Kingston 12. So the police have finally laid charges on them two coups there for the loss of life of the two previously named person. So a quick synopsis of what took place on that horrific night. The now deceased persons were standing on a shop piazza when the two accused men, armed with you don't know them chopstick in them and well arms up to the T, pounce upon them and open fire, hitting them all over their bodies. They were both rushed to KPH by the police, where they were both pronounced you know what. The accused, or should I say, both accused were charged after they were positively identified during an identification parade. So kudos to the police them. Job well done. So we are going to talk about the Maxfield Avenue incident now. So for those of you who have been following that news would have seen huge boulders used to block the roadway of Maxfield Avenue, closer to the Russell Road stoplight area there, so where you have Galloway Road, Gem Road, right in that vicinity. So the residents is saying one thing, the police is saying another. So I'm going to give you the police version of the thing, and then me I go give you the residents version of the thing. I can't play the resident version of the thing on YouTube, but I will definitely post it on my Instagram at On The Spot News Media 876, so you can go over there and watch it, because of the whole heap of noise in the background and all of that. YouTube not really too like them little type of something there, so we rather show that over Instagram so you can watch it over there. So the police are basically saying that they were on mobile patrol in the Kingston Western Police Division, traveling in a marked service vehicle. The police stated that they were responding to a message from the St. Andrews South Police Division of loud explosions heard in the Maxfield Avenue area. So now the St. Andrews South Police Division and the Kingston Western Police Division borders on Maxfield Avenue. So driving in the direction of Spanish Town Road, the St. Andrews South Police Division would definitely be on your right, and the Kingston Western Police Division would be on your left. The Kingston Western Police then stated that upon their arrival in the vicinity of Raphael Avenue, they saw a group of men armed to the teeth, have them tall up, well out gunning. Yeah man, me I tell you, they ran across Maxfield Avenue onto Raphael Avenue. Upon seeing the police, you don't know what start going. When you feel say a Christmas this, and knockings and clappings, holy pacan start beat. Police return fire. Them say the old dirty corner boy them return fire too. But where the police them say right now, after the smoke clear and battle was won, one man was found lying on the ground suffering from what appears to be a whole heap of can, twin skin, and laying next to him was a High Point C9 9mm Luger pistol affixed with a loaded magazine, and upon further inspection it was revealed that the serial number on that firearm was erased. He was assisted to the Kingston Public Hospital by the police, where he was pronounced you know what in the comb, and all the necessary bodies were informed, and everything I deal with from that length there. So before we hear from the residents and hear for them side of the story, we are going to hear from the top cop. We are going to hear from the man who is in charge of the Kingston Western Police Division. That is Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, as he weighs in on what took place on Maxfield Avenue. All credits for this interview goes to Nationwide FM. Listen to what the top cop has to say.
We have our reports that about 11:30 p.m. last evening, in the Raphael Road area of Maxfield Avenue, the police responded to information of gunshots being fired within the community. Upon the arrival of the police, our reports are that they were actually fired upon. During that process, they returned the fire, and at the end of that, one man was found with a firearm, and he had what appears to be gunshot wounds. The information is somewhat being challenged by citizens within the community, and we have engaged the services of Indicom, and we are having them going into the area and have taken over this particular investigation. What we can tell you also is that the deceased is identified as Emelio Morris. He is known as Daddy One, who is a gang leader for the William Road gang that runs off Maxfield Avenue. We can tell you also that he's presently before the court on a charge of murder. He was charged in 2020 for murder. He is scheduled to reappear before the Home Circuit Court on the 23rd of this month, and he was out on bail. A condition of his bail was that he must not be seen in the community of William Road or anywhere within the Kingston 13 area. This order was made by the court based on them accepting evidence that this man is a known violence perpetrator and carries with him a wave of violence whenever time he's in the community. So he was ordered by the court not to be in the community, but to our surprise, he was here in the community last night, challenged the police in a shooting, and he was hit and take the KPH where he was pronounced dead.
Alright, my peeps, that's the police claims and that knockings and clappings incident. Now, before me get into the residents side of things, I want to go watch that specific blog here, because you see that blog here have a lot to do with the outcome of what took place between the police and the brother with them called Daddy One or Peppa Stinga. So now on your screen is the accused, the so-called reputed gang leader, Emelio Morris. So this is the person in question. This is the person that the protest is being held on Maxfield Avenue for and about. So now this man is labeled as a reputed gang leader for the William Lane gang. Now residents are refuting the claim of Danship. They are saying that this man is a good man, a law-abiding citizen who resides in the community, a businessman where old and young people love. So one resident who said that they witness everything we go on, said that him never have no strap on him, meaning him pie. Him never have nothing at all. He was clean as the day he was born, and them start beat him and deal with him bad. Another alleged eyewitness said that the police and soldiers then started firing at them and proceeded to pepper spray them before driving away with the injured man. She said he got the injuries because them start beat him up, and when them start beat him start wrestle with them and jump out of the vehicle, cause them knock him twice. When time I say knock him twice, him get can twice. One round him back part round the so, and one in him upper shoulder, and then the police them take him and throw him in the vehicle. She also noted that them get a vehicle and follow behind the officers, and as soon as them reach over no man's land, so that other little street they were part of Jungle and Denham Town, them call it no man's land because right there so at the borderline basically for knockings and clappings between rival gangs, power man them and shower man them. Yeah man. So when them reach right there so in the vicinity of the Trenchtown police station, them hear some more knockings and clappings, and upon further driving closer to the police them now, them sister boy, the police them clap the man and them head lean over in the back of the vehicle. By the time them reach a KPH, the man was pronounced you know what. So right now my peeps, on the Spot News Media I gonna give you what him know about this controversial figure. Now again on your screen is Emelio Morris, otherwise known as Peppa Stinga or Daddy One. Now from all recollection and all knowledge from On The Spot News Media, this man is indeed a Don. In fact, let me give you a quick rundown on the background of this brother. He used to attend the Norman Manley High School. He was also a part of the 1999 winning Manning Cup team. In that year of 1999, he also scored in the final. In fact, he used to wear the number 7 jersey. So this brother is definitely known by On The Spot News Media. This brother also is closely affiliated with men from the Spade Corner. Now, Spade Corner is over on the St. Andrew South Police Division. Spade Corner and the Stinger man them really close. Even though them kind of have a little distance apart, them definitely close because them use each other shutters to infiltrate the areas of concentration and carry out acts of crime and violence in those areas. Now, the video that I say you need to go back go watch. The brother there, what them call Biggs, and the brother will lose him 3 points, courtesy of the police them, Emelio Morris, otherwise known as Daddy One or Peppa Stinga, had an altercation over the chopstick them that was recovered by the police in that vehicle whilst they were coming from dance. Now, further checks made and information received that 2 of them strapped there belong to Daddy One, otherwise known as Peppa Stinga or Peppa Stinga, and an altercation is definitely brewing between Biggs and him over the strap them. So as the police them say, he was not supposed to be in the area at all as a part of his condition of bail. So one would wonder, why was he in the area at that time of night when corner beat left, right and center between rival gangs? Why was he in the area that hours a night that police could have seen him on the road and clap him where allegedly so by the residents? Everybody a block road, everybody a protest, but I have not heard anyone say that he was on conditional bail for violent crimes and that he was not supposed to be in the area. If he had adhered to the court orders, he would be alive today because he would not have been there for him and police catch up in a no farmer mishap. So residents is saying one thing, the police is saying the other. Residents showed video footage that we cannot really confirm that it was really him because one, it was nighttime and two, it was videoed from a distance apart. But the residents is saying that that was him. He was alive and well when they took him from the area and he was taken out by the police in the vicinity of No Man's Land. But one thing me know about our dearly beloved Jamaican culture, you would never ever see a protest of this nature for anyone that is innocent, and that a one argument that no one in Jamaica can refute. We have seen many cases where the elderly was taken out by criminals, the young ones was taken out by criminals and no protest. But every time a old dirty corner boy get dashed away by the police, whether it is in circumstances where no one can question that knockings and clappings or under questionable circumstances, you see people run out in protest and them have them placards and throw all sort of debris in the street in the name of a criminal element, a violence producer, somebody when not add nothing at all to the community other than death and destruction. When are we going to be honest with ourselves? When are we going to be true to ourselves? As the good book would say, to thine own self, be true. And we are a bunch of liars telling ourselves that these hoodlums are anything of a good nature. My peeps, time for wise up and stop the foolishness and stop support crime and violence because you're benefiting from the blood money. Wake up and stop on the foolishness, Jamaicans, especially those persons living in those violent torn communities. Sometimes I really wonder, if you really want peace in our area or you just love the toxic environment that you live in. Jamaicans, we need to wake up and smell the roses. Anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.